Hi guys. Today I will be discussing microbial reproduction and with a focus on binary fission and other methods that microorganisms use to reproduce. First of all, I'm sorry about this. I'm still trying to get the handle of how to do this properly. Okay, so don't mind the way I'm doing my video. Okay, first microorganisms are microscopic living organisms including bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and some algae. Like all living things, they must reproduce to survive and continue their species. Different from microorganisms, reproduce in different ways depending on their characteristics. Okay, the most common method of bacterial reproduction is called binary fission. Okay, so this is the first thing that I was talking about. Okay, and then binary fission is an asexual process, which means only parent cells is required during this process. The bacteria cell drawing copies its DNA. The two DNA copies move to opposite ends of the cell membrane, and cell wall, then begin to pinch inwards until the cell divides into two genetic identical daughter cells. Okay, so here's a picture of binary fission. And this is an extremely fast. Under ideal conditions, some bacteria can divide every 20 minutes. This rapid reproduction explains why bacteria population can increase so quickly. And then this is the mechanism of their bacterial division. The first building during this building hold on. During this building a small bud forms on the parent cell. As it grows, it receives a copy of the DNA and eventually separates into a new organism. Yeast commonly reproduce this way. So we have, this is the process. Fragments is another type of asexual process. In the process, the parent organisms break into small pieces, and pieces draw into completely new organisms. This is common in some fungi and algae. Some protozoans reproduce by multiple fissions instead of. Okay, so this is the essential building for yeast, and then we had the alternatives, which we already talked about. Okay, fragmentation occurs when filaments of algae and multicellular moss breaks apart due to mechanical. And then multiple fission occurs frequently with then a specialized unicellular protozoan. And then we have the role of sexual reproduction, which is enhancing genetic variability. A sexual process uses uniform clones. Sexual steps combine diverse alleles from two unique parents. And then we have the adaptation boost, allows microbial colonies to withstand toxic pressures. Evolution age, this is resistance. We have microbial generation times, like a scary Escherichia coli takes 20 minutes. Saccharomyces, which is yeast, takes 120 minutes. And then Mycobacterium tuberculosis takes 960 minutes. And then we have reproduction versus basic survival. Okay, we have trade comparison, primary purpose, biological type, disperse. Fungal spores multiplication. This is person generation and massive springs numbers. We have biological type, reproductive strategy, multiple populations. Disperse vector, freely travel extensive distance in libraries, and resistance level moderately stable against environmental shifts. Then we have bacterial endorsements. These surviving extreme temperatures, dryness, and radiation. Protective stay, one cell trace, one endospore, mainly localized and dormant in soil or sediment, vitro indestructible except by specialized adult. And then there's this quote, understanding microbial reproduction has untangled how disease vectors propagate, how industrial fermentation yields fuel, and how ecosystems maintains natural balance. So, by fundamentals of microbiology. So, understanding how microbial reproduce, it helps us understand a lot of things that we wouldn't understand before. Okay, and then here are my sources of my pictures, and that is it for this video. I'm sorry if I confuse you. Thank you for listening. I am barely trying to understand it myself, but I am giving my best. And reproduction help different microorganisms survive and thrive in a variety of environments. Thank you for watching. Bye.